Hi, I'm Gary Flater at GaryFlater.com, and today we're going to talk about the 9 mistakes that will wreck your credit. Having good credit in this country is very, very important. I guess bad credits can affect your financial life as well. Both good and bad have tremendous effects on our financial lives. Your landlord, your employer, your insurance company, they all have the legal right to pull your credit, and they can make that decision on what your rates are going to be for your insurance on that, whether you get that job or whether they let you move in and rent that house. So let's not be our own worst enemy, and let's not do these 9 mistakes that I'm going to talk about now. Number 1, not having a budget. Sometimes we can't control what comes in. We can't just say, I want to make an extra $1,000 this month. But one thing we can't control is what goes out on a monthly basis. But you'd be amazed. Most people don't have a clue what they spend on a monthly basis, let alone a daily, weekly, monthly, annual basis. So start with what you spend on a daily basis, then go weekly, then monthly. And decide whether what you're buying on credit is a want or a need. Number 2, not having an emergency fund. That's probably the most important building block we can when we're putting together our financial plan. 2 to 6 months of living expenses is what I recommend, depending on your risk tolerance and what you're comfortable with. Number 3, you think your credit is the same as income. I'm here to tell you there's a big difference between $1,000 in a savings account and a $1,000 line of credit on your Visa or MasterCard. One you don't have to pay back, one you do have to pay back, and usually at high interest with that. Number 4, not balancing your checkbook. That kind of goes along with not having a budget. Every month, sit down, balance that checkbook, know exactly where you stand at the end of the month, so we don't want that to be overdrawn. That'll really adversely affect your credit. Number 5, not reading the fine print on your credit card statements. Before you ever sign up for a credit card, read the fine print. Know what it costs you on an annual basis. Know what they charge for being late. Know what the interest rate is. Know what it can go up to. Know the fine print. Number 6, not controlling your monthly credit payments. They shouldn't exceed 20% of your net income. I'm not talking about your mortgage, but I'm talking about installment debt, credit card payments. Add everything up, and if it's more than 20% of your net income, before you charge another thing, I said this earlier, but decide, is this really a need or is this a want? And if it's a want, don't buy it. Don't exceed that 20%. Number 7, charging something that will not outlast the payments. The last thing you want to do is be paying 1 or 2 years on that great vacation you took 2 years earlier, or going out to a fancy dinner and buying that nice bottle of wine and then still paying for it 6, 7, 8, 9 months to a year after we've consumed it. That's just not a good thing to do. Number 8, co-signing. In one word, no. If you insist on co-signing for something for someone, make sure that you have the ability to make those payments if that person defaults on that. And let me tell you, if by the time they've defaulted, it's probably too late. It will have an effect on your credit. So check on a monthly basis. Have they made that payment? Just stay in touch with that. But be the wiser and just say no on that. Number 9, not checking credit reports on an annual basis. There's 3 major credit agencies out there, reporting agencies: TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, and they will all let you check your credit on an annual basis. It's by law for free. You can Google freecreditcheck.com and go on and check that. You may be asking yourself, why do you want to check that credit report? Well, things happen. We're in an age of life going on where somebody assumes their identity. Identity theft was trying to get at there. If there's a charge on your credit report that's not yours, or a credit card, or somebody bought a car in your name, or whatever it may be, and you can dispute it and prove it, they have to take that off your credit report. And let me tell you, that can adversely really affect your credit. So 9 little mistakes that can wreck your credit, or 9 mistakes that we don't make that can really improve your credit or bring it out on an annual basis anyway. And I'm going to close like I usually do with a quote, and this one's from James Russell Lowell, and he said, "Wealth may be an excellent thing, for it means power, it means leisure, and it means liberty." With that, I'm Gary Flater, GaryFlater.com. Take care.